Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. This is the Global Traveler YouTube channel. On this channel I share useful information concerning travel, visa application and immigration. And so if you love stuff like this, please subscribe to this channel. In today's video I want to go over the importance of not overstaying your visa or having a clean passport. Guys, this is so important. Now, the reason why I am making this video is, kind of based off a personal story. But before I get into the story, I would like to say that one of the most pleasant things to have is to have a clean, fluid passport. I like to use that word a lot, fluid, because it's centered on the ability to easily travel or travel easily to any part of the world that you have. And it all boils down to building credibility for your passport. And so that is why I'm saying that it is very important not to overstay any visa that you're given. And so, for instance, you are given your very first visit visa to, let's say, a Schengen country, maybe Germany, Netherlands or whatever. Do not overstay your visa, because the moment you overstay your visa, then you have more or less sort of cut short any opportunity of traveling to any other country around the world. Trust me, it is very important, especially to countries like the United Kingdom, to Canada, to the United States. These big countries that everybody wants to travel to. So the secret is that abide within the period in which your visa is given to you. Now some countries that offer some very tricky situations is the United Kingdom and the United States. Now, for the United Kingdom, your very first visit visa, you can apply for 6 months, and you will be given 6 months. But it does not mean that you should stay the entire period of the 6 months. If you do, the next time you are applying, even if you do stay the entire 6 months visit period, and you do not overstay, the next time you are applying there's a high probability that you will be refused. And then I will go into that very soon. But my story is that in 2016 I visited the United Kingdom on a visit visa. That was my second time there, and whilst I was there, Africans, we are tempted to stay back and to sort of live their life there. And so I ended up spending probably like 3 months there. I had people trying to convince me to stay, not to go back, so on and so forth, but I decided against it and then returned to my home country. Now when I did that, I realized that I had just saved myself from a lot of mess if I had overstayed my visa. Now when you do overstay your visa, it will hurt. Even if you have kids, you have wife, family, there's a huge probability that it can affect them, because once you put their names in the system, once you put their data, their information, when you were applying for your own visa in the system, it means that they can be affected. But the beauty of not overstaying your visa is that once you do not overstay your visa and you build credibility with these visa application embassies or these visa application countries, is that the next time you put in your visa application, you have a very high probability that you will receive your visa, and even the processing times on your visa is likely to be far reduced, and so you get your visa faster than a first timer or somebody who is just coming on the scene. So that is one important thing to bear in mind. Now, after 2016, when I did in fact come back after spending 3 months, I was actually scared when I was applying again in I think 2019, because one of the things they looked at for is your initial reason why you put in your visa application. So in 2016 I put in my visa application that I was going to spend 2 weeks, and I ended up spending 3 months. So critically, they can't look at that angle and say, well, you said you were going to spend 2 weeks, you ended up spending 3 months. What accounted for that? which job allowed you, because on my visa application I put in that I was employed. So which job allowed you, to stay 3 months without coming back to your job, which means that you had plans, of overstaying. So guys, these people, they think about things very critically. These visa application officers, they think about things very, very critically. And so if you're making any move when it comes to visa application, staying abroad, you need to be very, very careful so that your actions doesn't bring repercussions that will hurt you in the future. So luckily for me, that didn't come up. And I was granted another visa again in 2019. So that helped me. I was able to travel to the UK again, and then I stayed this time I stayed within the period that I had that I had initially applied to stay. So I said I was going to spend a week. I spent a week, though they gave me 6 months. And now fast forward in 2020, I applied for a visa again. This time around it was even a student visa, and my visa was supposed to take 3 weeks before it arrived. But guess what? My visa came in a matter of days. It just took 4 days, and then my visa, I got my visa. So guys, I'm just trying to say that, when you want to build a fluid passport, a passport that is credible, that when it appears, at every embassy, they are quick to process your visa application and give you your visa so that you can travel with ease, you need to build credibility. And one way of building credibility is never overstaying your visa. Now, my wife, an example is that, she travels to Schengen countries a lot, for work, and because she's built that credibility, each time these days when she takes her passport there, even if the travel is for just about a week, they give her in excess of 6 months, sometimes even a year, so that is the point. Now, if it's your first time of applying for a Schengen visa, usually they give you the exact number of days that you are applying for. So if you're going to spend 4 days, they will give you exactly 4 days and not more. But if you stay within your timeline that you applied for, you come back, then next time you put in your visa application, they are likely to give you some days more in addition to the initial request, and then subsequently they will be able to grant you, let's say, 30 days, 60 days, even up to even a year or even 2, depending on the reputation or the credibility that you've built over the time. So guys, this is just a quick video to say that the world is at our feet. I think that one of the most beautiful things to have is the ability to travel easily and around the world, and to be able to put in your visa application to any country and to be able to be granted the visa and to be able to travel and see the world. And so like I'm saying, start building credibility for your passport to have a very fluid passport. Do not overstay your visas. Do not put in false information. Do not falsify or lie in your visa application, and try as much as possible to put in a clean application all the time. Once you do that, and your very first Western country unlocks for you, say Europe or the United Kingdom or the United States, from at that point on, the world is at your feet. It is so easy to put in your visa application anywhere and be granted a visa so you can travel. So guys, I hope this helped. I hope this advice goes a long way to help you. If you like the information or the 2 cents that I've just shared, you can subscribe to this channel for more updates. I've got more videos coming your way. If you have any question, please put it in the comment section below. I will do my best to answer you or to make a video explaining it out for you. Alright guys, cheers. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.